What can be said about this event? You giving me music right now, Will?
Lemon 47 showed up.
Look, there's credits.
Oh, yeah. Of course. Well, there's going to be some environment statement.
Yeah.
Listen. I like this product. Like, I think people for a long time wanted something that wasn't like that Mac Pro, you know, but was still powerful for your studio. And people have done it with the Mac Mini, but it, you know, hasn't really been it really wasn't really targeted that way. And now they're just saying, okay, you're going to have a desktop. It's going to be small, not as small as the Mac Mini. And it's going to be faster than anything else out there. It's going to have some of the, I mean, one of the downsides still is that it's not modular at all. And when you're in the PC realm, one of the advantages, which can also be a disadvantage, is modularity. You can pick your own components and you can upgrade it. Like, you want to put a different GPU in next generation, go for it. Everything with Apple is becoming increasingly integrated.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a transition taking place in the market. If they continue to push these crazy figures out with the stuff they're doing with the M1, it puts a lot of pressure on the PC side of things, certainly. I'm
just going to max this out here. I want to see the real price.
Yeah, man.
The full price.
Well, do it in USD though. Oh, you
it's
are?
USD.
Okay, you're doing it in USD. Okay.
Are we going to get one of these? Unbox it?
Yeah, I guess so. Oh my God, it's ready to go? Ships in 2 to 4 business days? Oh, I didn't even know it was ready to go right now. It's just sitting there in the warehouse.
Okay, we're up to $8,000. Yeah.
You got to $8,000 how? What did you do to it? 32. Oh, okay.
48 to 64 cores.
Okay, so you upgraded the GPU.
Memory.
128 gigabytes of RAM. 8 terabytes of storage.
Right.
SSDs, and that's it.
If you cut out
You could throw in Final Cut and Logic Pro.
That's not fair. I want to see what happens. Just go down to like a lot of it is the storage price too, right? Just go back down to 4 TB. Can you dip the music a little bit too? Yeah, if you go down to 4 TB there, like that's a lot of money for the storage, and you can always buy external storage.
Can you?
Well, Thunderbolt storage.
Oh, external. Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
was that 1200?
Maybe maybe somebody really needs to have it all on board, but. Yeah, I know it still looks like a lot of money, and it is a lot of money. And I think for a lot of users, the laptop is still going to be a superior solution because you can still get M1 Max, and you can flip open the display wherever you want and get to work, and then connect to an external display if you want more real estate. You have that versatility with it. So you got to really, really want to step up your performance even further. And you do get more performance for your money here, because if you try to get like M1 Max on the laptop, the price is already expensive anyway. Like, show me the M1 Max price of this studio. Not the Ultra. Yeah, so you're at $2,000 on a Max, and you can't get a $2,000 Max on the laptop. So I think you could see some people who were performance centric and probably won't buy Apple's display, and they can just hook up like an HDMI monitor, save a few bucks there.
You can upgrade the monitor as well.
Yeah, is that matte finish you were talking about?
Matte finish, yep.
Yeah, so it's an anti-glare.
Is that worth the extra?
Well, what happens is when you get rid of the glossy finish, you lose a little bit of pop in the colors, just like a picture frame scenario. So if you sit beside or near a window, then it might be worth it, but it's also like a $300 premium.
Mm-hmm.
And then in other environments, if you have a controlled environment from a lighting perspective, then there's really not much incentive if you don't have reflections that you're fighting against. Although some people just prefer the appearance, like the less saturated look. So
we got the stands as well.
Stand pricing. So the tilt adjustable stand, $18.99. tilt and height adjustable stand, $22.99. And the VESA mount adapter is free. Oh no, $18.99.
It's not free. Nothing's free.
So it's $300 for the VESA mount.
And sorry, what was that?
Wait, so you get no stand? What do you get by default?
You get the regular.
But why am I showing $18.99? Because you.
I think that's coming with the display.
Oh, so you selected the nano texture.
Yes.
Okay. I see.
You know.
So if you want tilt and height adjustability, then you're paying $400 more.
Yeah,
400.
But then how was their last? How was their last stand? 1,000. It was the same thing.
Was it?
Wasn't it?
it's crazy. That little
I don't remember.
thing is $400.
No, because they like it was a big story when that last stand came out. I think I did a video on it, unboxing Apple stand. Anyway, so the monitor comes out later at a later date, ships at a later date. The phones you can order right now, right? The new colors and the new SE. So you have the Alpine green is what they're calling the new color for 13 Pro. I don't know. Maybe it's a little lighter than the previous Midnight. It looks a little less blue, maybe. A little more army green, maybe. Although the new green color on the non-Pro model is even more army green, I think.
Yeah, I can't select it. I think it might be a different...
It said pre-order 3/11.
Oh, okay.
So March 11th, you'll be able to order that one.
This one.
SE's $429, and it's going to be available in 3 colors. So you have Midnight, Starlight, and Red, which is basically black, white, and red. And the price went up a little bit. They got all kinds of trade-in deals. Pre-orders for the iPhone SE, the new iPhone SE start 5 a.m. PST, same day, 3/11. So same day as the new color for the Pro Max. And there's a 128, 256, and 64. The 429 just gets you 64 storage. It's amazing. Still seeing that form factor in 2022. It's pretty wild,
Yeah,
but it's there. And so see if you can find the iPhone 13 and the green color for that, not Pro.
iPhone 13.
Regular, just
maybe here.
that's the only other new mobile device that they talked about today. There, they showed. Oh, wait a sec. Am I crazy?
No.
Am I crazy? There you go. That's a real army kind of green. I kind of like that color. I think I might like it more than the Pro model green. It's a little flatter. It's also pre-order and 3/11. So the only thing you can buy right now for immediate delivery is the Mac Studio. And I assume people are ordering it right now.
We should.
I guess so. What spec? Let's land on the spec here. Who's even going to use it? Or are we we got to do the video and then... I guess I can use it. I can get rid of that monster over there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do...
Ultra, right? We got to go Ultra.
Let's do the Ultra. And... okay, yeah, you know what? I think the spec is everything but the storage.
Okay.
Do everything but the storage. Go back to the 1 TB.
Only one?
Everything is content and data is passed around over here. What are you going to do with these ATB local? I know it's going to be fast. What you going to do with this ATB local?
So it's 5,800.
5,800 USD. No, it's not. It's $483.25 per month for 12 months. Come on.
Yeah, let's finance it.
You know how this goes, but you can't pick it up in the store. And we now have to check if the Canadian website is also going to ship it in 2 to 4 days.
Wait, you want displays too, right?
I want the power cord as well, if you don't mind.
The power cord. It comes with it, no?
No, I mean, that was a joke.
Oh, okay.
They give you you get a free power cord. They want to make sure. Yeah, exactly. But why would I get that display if I have the Pro display?
Just get it anyways.
Yeah, so anyway, that's Will's point of view. No, I should be able to plug in the Ultra onto those, but you're right. I guess for the purpose of the video, we can analyze it.
We can't get all 3, eh?
You want
to
all
try it
3 stands?
Well, for unboxing, no? We should.
You probably can buy them separately. Check if you can. Go to Apple Accessories and see if you can buy the stand independently. So just type stand in the search. and see what comes up. Because I did want to remember the price of the original stand. So the wheels were $700 for the Mac Pro.
It's insane.
Yeah, the Pro stand is $1,000.
Nice.
It's just unbelievable.
The stand price?
Just
Is that the one that gets you, or the wheels?
Riled
Which
up.
one
Just-
gets you
just
more?
all of it. Like they're so like environmental. And then
Go on, Jack.
Oh, you want to stand?
boy.
It's $1,000
Let him have it, Jack.
of our recycled aluminum.
Let him have it, Jack.
We picked up from the garbage
Let him have it, Jack.
and formed into this mold.
Go ahead and get yourself canceled, Jack.
That'll be $1,000.
Go ahead and get yourself canceled.
You want some wheels?
Yeah, go ahead, Jack.
That'll be $700. Yeah, we're environmental though.
Well, just the idea that, they're solving so many problems, right? You get to engage with a company that saves you from all your guilt, all your sins. They're wiped out, abolished. This is a new religion, Jack. That said, I'm all for it when you get the processing power in there. All the horsepower in there. Ready to get involved.
Did you make the order?
No, because he has to go to the Canadian site
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
and see if they'll actually ship it in 2 to 4 days or if that's a US only scenario. There's T on my microphone.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you have to go to .ca over here or apple.com/Canada.
Well, I'm not gonna buy it right now.
No, but let's just see if it's 2 to 4 days or if it's like 2 to 4 weeks. If we're getting shafted or if it's sitting over there in where's their warehouse? I can't remember. Vaughan or something like that. Yeah. No, Concord. April. Oh, wait, those dates are flying around here.
Oh, did it change?
Yeah, it
Like-
changed when you clicked on something.
Oh.
So that's April. So the 128 takes longer. And your first click really screwed things up. So if you go to the regular Ultra and then go to the regular memory, that comes April 1st.
Okay.
April 1st was today. So that's a lot longer than 2 to 4 days. Forget it. I'm not buying it.
Yeah, it's March 8th.
I'll have a video out a month after everybody else. Forget it. Somebody has to send it to me from the States or else it's a wrap.
to Tim.
Although probably the Dave 2D types are going to have it and Marquez will have it straight from Apple. So their videos will come out tomorrow anyway.
Yeah.
Or today, maybe even. Maybe if you go to YouTube right now. And you may have impressions going on. Go to, click on, let's see if Dave put anything out. Or Marquez or anyone. No, maybe not. Maybe tomorrow. Or you think Apple doesn't even send it to them? I would have thought there would have been some degree of coordination here.
Could be a slow rollout.
But if they're shipping it to regular people in 2 to 4 days, they don't have much time if they want to get the media people to do the things.
Yeah.
It would have to be tomorrow or the next day. Oh, you know what? I think they like to have those videos go out the day that it ships. So maybe 2 days from now, those videos will come out.
Okay.
But either way, for us, for a month for Canada, get out of my face.
Yeah.
Get out of my face a month for Canada. Unless it got pushed back in the time since we started looking. And if you go to the US, go back to the US now and see if those dates got backed up because people are ordering like crazy. This is a good way to gauge the demand here. 4 to 5 weeks.
Oh,
That's what happened.
I'm quick.
We're slow.
Yeah. That's all it was. It
Or
was just,
turtles.
just speed.
Wow.
So we would have been able to get it
Literally,
It
it's
did
like
say 2 days originally,
Two,
right?
three
2
minutes
to 4
ago.
days, right? And now
Wow.
it's backed up to 4 to 5 weeks. But well, it's not just that, but it's also supply and demand, right? They don't mind it saying 4 to 5 weeks because now all of a sudden Mo with his like the career you're about to launch, you're like, Mom and Dad, help me out! Look, it's 4 to 5 weeks now. It was 2 to 4 days, and then all of a sudden your parents come running down and they go, he's right, it was 2 to 4 days. This
Take
is
my
the
credit card.
greatest thing. We got to get our order in now. These mechanics here, now it's up to a point. If it says 3 years on it, you're like, wow, my career's gonna have to wait. Go ahead, Jack.
I might have missed this, but like, when is it available in the physical store?
2 to 4 days.
So can't we just go to the store and get it?
You could, but wouldn't they all be spoken for? You're right. They probably will keep a certain number, but not custom configurations.
Right.
They'll keep a certain number in the store of like the basic configurations normally. And you're right. You could waltz in there.
It's worth a shot.
We can talk to some people and see about getting our hands on one, but ordering it now from the website, forget about it. It's going to take forever. And people are watching like, well, why didn't you order it right away? And I'm like, don't worry. There's going to be 10,000 videos and we'll watch those videos. And then we'll come here and tell you what's up. Tell you what's what.
Yeah.
We'll tell you what's what. But listen, this one is kind of a no-brainer. I don't know that people really need the Ultra one, but the Max at $19.99, if you don't need a laptop and you want something really powerful, because I don't know how many people in the market for a $4,000 computer at this point in time. There's a lot happening in the world, Jack. But it really just depends on how much you want to save the environment.
Yeah.
But do you want to save it 2,000 or do you want to save it 4,000? What is your contribution today
2,000's fine.
to the environment? What are you contributing to the environment? Apple's like, listen, you send us a little bit of money, leave the environment thing up to us because you don't really know about these precious metals and rare earth materials and things like this. We know. So you give us your money and trust us, and we'll make sure it goes to the right places. And you're just like, thank you.
How much money do you need? $8,000? Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, today, this time. But you're going to have to, you got to keep paying up.
Yeah.
Over time. It's a contribution. You remember when you're in the church and they passed the little tray around?
You got to re-up.
It's the Apple tray.
Oh.
And it's an ongoing thing.
Priest is always watching.
They call it an ecosystem, Jack.
Right.
Because you don't want to feel guilty.
No.
It really should be a percentage of your income that you contribute. Right. So you can remain a member
with the environment
of the Apple community. No, but you know what is curious about that is it's like they really make it clear that you have to have multiple items from them. They really make it clear that it's not possible to just have one item. That the whole model has been that way. Like we've been looking for products that can act as a convergence. Like people have been saying iOS and Mac OS, like when can they merge?
And you just have one device.
One thing that plugs into everything and does everything. And I understand that from an engineering perspective, that is incredibly ambitious. But it hasn't. Why not sell you an iPhone, an iPad, a MacBook, a Mac Studio, and a Studio Display? Why not sell you all of those things? Right? Think about what that'll do for the environment.
Oh, God. It would change so much.
Yeah, I guess a lot of people are buying these studios. They can't just be YouTubers. Although in the future, everyone's a YouTuber or a TikToker or something. What are we even doing? We're all creating content. Look at us right now. Look at Mo.
Like right now.
Look at Mo over there. I mean, that's essentially what ends up happening, right? Like, what even are these jobs of the future? What are they? Yeah, I don't know. Nobody knows. I just know it starts with a Mac Studio.
Yeah, I just know I need to pay $4,000 for it.
That's the starting point.
Oh, man. What are people saying in the chat, Will? What do they think about this?
Yeah, they're just having their own conversations, whether to get it or not.
Right. They think it's a good deal?
They're saying buy a decent PC.
Oh, yeah, of course. You got to have some of that. Decent PC, get by with it. I don't know, but did they not see all those lines? Did they not see all those graphs?
Like the 90% better? And
yeah, a lot of complaints when we were speccing it out. But, I mean, it is a powerful system. We need to try it out.
What were the complaints when we're speccing it out?
Just expensive.
Well, it is expensive.
Yeah, it is.
That's a fair complaint, man.
It is. They're not wrong.
Nowadays, man, there's so much uncertainty in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You notice how Apple wasn't uncertain at all?
Yeah, they seem very certain.
We were like, they touch Ukraine? You guys are like, yes, absolutely.
Well, they touched COVID last time.
Oh, they touched COVID, all right. No, it is weird though, right? I felt that way when the Ukraine news first broke and then we did our first episode on the subject that it felt weird to put out
Another piece of.
or to talk about tech really. Exactly when that news broke and things seemed to get more serious than like what, some next device or rumor or something like that. But it is, we move on. Things continue to happen. And these products are in development for a long period of time. And these things are already pre-planned. But it is an odd one where you try to imagine like what our expectation is around brands and how they interact with world events, even like controversial ones, where many have made these claims like, oh, we're not going to be in Russia, right? That was the most recent thing, Apple included. We're not going to be in Russia. No more stores. We're not shipping products there. No Mac Studio for Russia, right? But then beyond that, a couple of tweets. It's hard to figure out, like, what more there is to be said about it. If you're Apple, you just continue on business as usual. The latest one was Netflix. We talked about yesterday. Netflix bailed on it. But anyway, I got to give a shout out to Apple in general because honestly, early days of this channel and sort of like making content as well, I wouldn't actually have picked one of these up because it would have been too expensive. But I've had such a variety of, I've been editing on Final Cut Pro since even before I was publishing videos. And even iMovie before that is like the origin story of the channel. So whatever set of ingredients that Apple puts together to sort of get you involved in making stuff, there is a little bit of magic there. I think a lot of people have a story kind of like that. I'm not saying you need it, but I'm saying that was a part of this particular progression.
Wow, 2011.
Or I don't think it was that MacBook Air that I started. I mean, I was editing hockey videos on iMovie on an eMac. Was one of the first ones that I had. And then I had a PowerBook. See if you can bring up a picture, Will, of an eMac.
Hockey movies.
Somebody hired me when I was like 15 years old to take my DV camera and shoot like minor league hockey games and then edit it together so that they could like not scout, but I don't know.
Dissect it.
Yeah, kind of thing. I probably got paid like $100 or something. I don't remember. Yeah, that's it right there. That's one of the first computers. One of my first. It was so slow. Good Lord. There was nothing ultra about it. It was so slow, and it was dealing with DV footage over a FireWire cable. If anybody remembers any of these things. And it was painstaking. I remember like the export process got interrupted and I was like, oh my God, I need another week type of thing.
Yeah.
It was just a disaster. I think I was like yelling at my mom or something. I don't remember.
The footage, Mom.
I was like, did you close this window? Or I don't know. Maybe that happened. Maybe it didn't. Shout out, Mom. I don't know. I don't mean it.
Yeah, because you'd have to like do things overnight.
It's probably my fault. It's probably my fault, whatever it was. But so anyway, yeah, it's like I like the idea of people making things. And I don't know, man, it's a weird mixture what gets people into it and what kind of floats your boat. And if it's some Mac Studio that's at the beginning part of your next masterpiece, then so be it, man, whatever. That's fine with me. Just don't think that it's the only way either. You know, there's also a part of it which is you got to make do with what you can do at the time. Like, for example, I don't even think I get to the Final Cut Pro moment if I wasn't already goofing around making music on some piece of crap PC that I had previous to that. And I was using some stupid, terrible software called like Music Match Studio or something like that. And I'm like layering tracks in the most beat up room ever in my basement with like one poster on the wall, which is ripped. And there's no drywall in that room.
Yeah.
And
what the insulation, the pink insulation?
Just insulation and concrete floor.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let me take this room as my studio now. So it definitely wasn't a studio that they showed off. I'll tell you that right now. But it's all part of the story, man. And you know, sometimes I wish they did. They only show off the aspirational studio.
Yeah, they should show.
It would be cool to show stories that are a little bit more real.
Real. Yeah.
a little bit more real about how what a person's studio actually might be. Because god damn, Apple's scenarios look so perfect.
They do.
There ain't never been an ugly person, you know? There ain't ever been a person that looks like themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Like when you just wake up
I'm just saying.
from a binge.
I'm just saying. You know what it's like? It's like when we talk about sometimes about how there's not a lot of bad looking actors. But every so often you get one that's ugly and it's so much more believable.
Steve Buscemi. I love Steve Buscemi.
Easy, Jack.
Love
We're not
Steve
naming
Buscemi.
names over here. But like, no, I'm saying
No, but he's just kind
characters, right? In your life, you run into people, characters that are just like really
real.
unique or real or authentic or whatever it might be, and struggling. Nah, it's never going to happen. What are we wishing for? Apple's going to insert struggling
Everyone's just
individuals.
gonna get prettier.
But also, they're not struggling. Like, I think that's what people liked about that Kanye documentary.
Yeah.
The struggle of it is gritty. Like, it's ugly. In the beginning, it's ugly. And the climb that comes has to start ugly. If it's pretty from the jump, then there's only so far it can go up, right? Like, as far as the story and narrative is concerned. Ugly studio comes before the pretty one. So maybe ugly components come before the pretty ones. Maybe if you think this thing is the key to your success, maybe that's holding you back. You know, maybe the tools are right there. It is amazing though how the progression of technology has made content creation so ubiquitous. Like, everybody can make stuff. And that kind of speaks more to the phones, I think, than the desktops and laptops. Because once the phones hit the pockets, it was like kablam. User-generated content, so much you can't even sort it. Technology changed that a lot. But yeah, that's my takeaway. You don't need this thing. It's a pretty thing, no doubt. And it's going to be stupid, ridiculous fast. There's definitely implications for companies like Intel that are sitting there looking like, whoa, God. Talking about workstation level performance for both CPU and GPU in a tiny little package. And increasingly that pressure is building as Apple continues their march towards CPU superiority, even if there's a cost associated with it. That kind of champion status there, you gotta respect it. It's a lot of work in there, man. Like, I mean, I'm not talking about the dude in the room who was telling you. I'm talking everybody involved in this thing. When they link those chips together, they form like Voltron. They link those chips together. What do you think, Mo? You think you just squish them together like a peanut butter banana sandwich?
That's what I would do.
No, Mo, that's not how it went down. All right.
Yeah, it took some work.
This stuff ain't easy, so you gotta pay for it. All right, that's good, Will. Thank you to everybody that joined for this stream. Good luck to everybody who's trying to order one of these things. And and definitely appreciate all the contributions, everybody who super chatted. Thanks to Jack for jumping on the show. Mo, who gave up his microphone for Jack when he was demanded to do so in a violent manner. Of course, Willie Dew for managing the fingertips and like 7,000 different buttons, faders, etc. And shout out to Tim Cook for continuing to advance his evil empire. That was a joke. Relax, 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 relax. Humans. We're regular. We're real humans who look like ourselves. Whatever that means. Maybe. We're trying.
Environment.
Save the environment. Save the environment one Mac at a time.
We just never have.
It's crazy though, isn't it? Like, come buy my thing, save the environment. Isn't it wild?
But also,
Do the right thing, buy my thing. Do the right thing, buy my thing. Do the right thing, watch my show.
All right.
Green's black.
Man, it's